who joined their companies on or after January 1st, 2023. Applications can be submitted via email by April 1st. For more details, visit the Busan IT Industry Promotion Agency's website. Busan City aims to attract over 3 million foreign tourists this year. At a tourism readiness meeting today, officials reviewed plans to enhance tourism, transport, and safety. The city will bundle the Visit Busan Pass with tour packages, offer shopping discounts, expand city tour buses, and improve public transport guidance. To boost tourism, Busan is developing drone light shows, trekking courses, temple tours, and eco-tours. Mayor Park Kyung-jun pledged to collaborate with other regions and the tourism industry to surpass last year's 2.93 million visitors. In international news, Russia and Ukraine have launched air attacks that damaged each other's infrastructure hours after Vladimir Putin said Russia would stop targeting Ukrainian energy sites. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Russia's target included hospitals. And now for today's weather, the Busan region is mostly clear and the current temperature is 9 degrees Celsius. The temperature will average around 5 degrees Celsius this evening. And that wraps up this hour's news. Thank you for joining us. You're listening to BFM 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is For Your Busan with Nick Greenwood. BFM 부산영어방송.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The world has gone digital and almost everything is possible online. Yet this place still remains. Here you'll find books and learning. Here you'll find friends. And here you'll hear the sound of laughter. A place where many children will continue to dream. This is, of course, school. Well, hello there everybody. My name is Nick and welcome to For Your Busan. Let's kick off this show with Weapon of Choice by Fatboy Slim.
life. And my girl, I guess she just don't understand. It's gone beyond being a man. As I drift off into the night, I'm in flight. She's a Paris girl, no doubt, but I'm gonna hold my cool, cause the music moves. Yeah, so move on in, yeah. Halfway between the metal and the stars. Halfway between the metal and the stars. You can blow with this, you can blow with that. You can blow with this, or you can blow with that. Or you can blow with this, or you can blow with that. Or you can blow with us. You can blow with this, you can blow with that. You can blow with this, or you can blow with that. Or you can blow with that.
That is Fatboy Slim with Weapon of Choice, welcoming you two for your Busan this Wednesday hump day afternoon. Welcome to the show, one and all. My name is Nick, and I hope you're having a wonderful day, staying warm in this brisk, chilly weather. I do have to ask you, though, do you remember your school days? What's your most unforgettable memory from that time? We all have good memories and bad memories from our days at school, from our 학창 시절. Now, going to school can sometimes be fun and sometimes boring too. But once we graduate, we realize some of the best moments of our lives happened during our school years. Now, schools today have changed a lot compared to the past, and one of the biggest changes is that students can now receive care even after their regular classes are over. An example of this in Busan is the Nulbomb School Initiative. So starting this month, the Busan Metropolitan Office of Education has been running an extended Nulbomb school program in all elementary schools across the city. This program integrates and improves existing after-school care services into a single system, connecting schools with local educational resources before and after regular classes to support students' growth and development. Starting this year, Busan has expanded the free Nulbomb school program to cover all 1st to 3rd grade students, ensuring that every child who needs care can participate. The special education program consists of Care Nulbomb and Learning Nulbomb, providing customized care and learning opportunities. Notably, the Learning Nulbomb program offers a variety of educational activities tailored to students' and parents' needs. It also provides 10 free hours of classes, reducing the burden of private education costs. And with initiatives like this, Busan is steadily becoming a more family-friendly city, making it an even better place to raise children. Lots of good things happening to take care of the kids and to encourage more kids as well. I like to see that. We got to invest in our futures, right? Well, everyone, welcome. It is 4:13 in the afternoon on a Wednesday. Lots of love coming in at the start of the show, which I always like to see. We have Nim coming in saying, good afternoon, 1등, well done, today. And he said, yesterday, I took a nap. That's why I was late. That's awesome. That's awesome that you get to take a nap. Enjoy your naps, my friend. That's how you know you're getting older, because you love to take naps. Welcome to my world, Benny Nim. I hope you're doing well anyway. Also, Juliet Nim coming in like a car, saying, are you ready to enjoy 포열 부산? Vroom, vroom, vroom. Version of 스티브님. Hello, everybody. And then saying, 어제 스티브님 너무 인상적이었어요. 라고 하셨고요. Steve came in, and then he did a thumbs up, and Juliet Nim lost her mind, saying, 오늘 완전 멋있어요. Gout. You know, maybe Steve will do some more guest appearances just for you, Juliet Nim. I know you like that. Also saying, sweet voice, Nick. 나의 최애. You know, I'm not even sure who is your favorite anymore, Juliet Nim, because you love everyone equally. And, you know, I think that's a good quality of you. You share love equally among a lot of people. That's great. Sangmin Parknim as well, welcome to the show. Fantastic to have you here, my friend. Hope you're having a great day. Also, Chae-Sung-nim on KakaoTalk saying good afternoon. It is a good afternoon, a little chilly, but the sun is out where we are, so it does make the day a little bit brighter, and thus I feel a bit better too. 네, 오늘도 for your 부산의 토픽은 여러분이 하고 싶은 이야기로 정해집니다. 여러분이 이야기하고 싶은 토픽을 보내주시면 되는데요. You can join the conversation in both Korean and English. Just send your messages to pound 9050, 샵 9050, should cost you 101, a KakaoTalk message, BFM app message, or also a YouTube live chat. That's the best way. Because everyone can communicate together. We can have a free-range discussion. It's not a very good term. But you can have, two-directional or multi-directional conversation and participate. Just go onto YouTube, type in BFM, click on For Your Busan, and you can see me here in the studio and talk with all of our friends in the live chatting area. Now, I'm going to let you know what's coming up in the first and second half of the show. It's Wednesday, so it's a very jam-packed day with lots of good content and good prizes too. Busan Is will start the show, where we bring you the latest updates and insights in the Busan news with our 6 p.m. news anchor, Hong Jung-hwa. Latina Maria will follow that, hopefully. It's time to share my thoughts about everything in the world. Also a moment to reflect on how things were back in my day. And then Work Life Busan to close out the first half, where we share advice from expert Jennifer, who helps us to achieve the perfect work life in the city. And that's just the first half. In the second half, there is a lot more. We have My Life, My English. The journey of My Life, My English is told by the people of the city. And then everybody's favorite, it's Busan Quiz Master, where you have the opportunity to win a prize by answering today's quiz. And we have the best prize, in my opinion. Well, Friday and today are good prizes. Today there is a pizza on the line. Pizza could be the prize, so there's a lot to look forward to. And then we're going to finalize things with Busan Chingu Talk. Melissa, a Busan local and an American, shares interesting and amusing anecdotes about how expats perceive life in the city. So, get messaging, come and say hello, tell me how you're doing today, especially if you want a chance to potentially win some prizes. Juliet Nim saying, share 아니에요. You're not sharing. Okay, you just got a lot of love to give, which that's a good quality to have. That's all I can say to that. Get the messages coming in, and I look forward to seeing you. Don't go anywhere, because Busan Is coming up next.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is 4:18 in the afternoon on a Hump Day Wednesday. Just before we move into our next segment, I just want to remind you to avoid areas prone to falling rocks, landslides, and wall collapses during the thawing season. Do not walk on ice over rivers or reservoirs. Drive carefully, watching for cracks and potholes, and report any hazards to 119 or local authorities. Please be safe, everybody, during this transitioning season. And in the studio right now with me for Busan is 홍당당.
안녕하세요. 당당.
당당당당당. 동굴하네. 당당당당. 안녕하십니까.
반갑습니다.
좋은 하루 보내고 계신가요?
네네. 오늘 날씨 훨씬 좋아졌죠, 어제보다.
그래도 햇빛이 좀 있으니까 좀
네.
괜찮은데 바람도 아직 조금 불고 있더라고요.
네, 그래도 어제보다는 괜찮고요. 점점
그렇죠.
낮 기온도 올라가고 금요일부터는 완전히 봄 날씨 회복할 것으로 예상이 됩니다.
Yay! Okay, so the weather's hopefully going to be getting good soon. That's good news. And for more news, we are going to dive into what's happening.
네, 자, 첫 번째 소식 전해드리겠습니다. 부산시 자치경찰의 정책 수립 등의 의견을 제시할 부산자치경찰 정책자문단이 오늘 출범식을 갖고 공식적인 활동에 들어갔습니다. 오늘 출범하는 정책자문단은 모두 50명인데요. 이들은 자치경찰 제도 개선, 생활안전, 사회적 약자 보호, 교통안전 등 자치경찰 사무 분야에서 자문 제공 등의 다양한 활동을 하게 됩니다. 정책 모니터링과 주요 시책 홍보 등의 역할을 수행하고요. 시민 치안 관련 요구와 개선 의견도 수집할 예정입니다.
The Busan Autonomous Police Policy Advisory Group, which will provide opinions on the establishment of policies for the Busan Autonomous Police, will begin official activities on the 19th. The Police Advisory Group will consist of 50 members. They will carry out various activities, such as providing advice in the field of autonomous police affairs, such as improving the autonomous police system, life safety, protection of the socially vulnerable, and traffic safety. They will also play a role in monitoring policies and promoting major initiatives, and collect citizens' security-related needs and opinions for improvement.
네, 2025년 고향 사랑 기부 모금액이 석 달도 되지 않아서 2억 원을 돌파했다는 소식입니다. 올해 1월부터 어제 기준까지 부산시로 기부한 건수가 약 2,000건, 모금액은 2억 원인데요. 전년 같은 기간 모금액인 1,380만 원을 14배 초과한 실적입니다. 지난해 모금액이 2억 원을 돌파하는 데까지는 11개월이 걸렸는데 올해는 3월 중순에 이미 달성을 한 겁니다. 고향 사랑 기부제는 지역경제 활성화를 위해서 개인이 연간 2천만 원 한도로 거주지 외 지방에 기부하는 제도인데요. 기부금 10만 원까지 전액 세액 공제되고 기부금액의 30% 이내에 해당하는 답례품을 또 주는 제도입니다.
Busan City announced on the 19th that the amount raised for the 2025 Hometown Love donation exceeded 200 million won in less than 3 months. From January to March the 18th this year, the number of donations to Busan was 1,986, and the amount raised was 200 million won. This is 14 times more than the amount raised in the same period last year, which was 10.8 million won. Last year it took 11 months for the amount raised to exceed 200 million won, but this year it was achieved in mid-March. The Hometown Love donation system is a system that allows individuals to donate up to 20 million won per year to localities outside of their residence in order to revitalize the local economy, with full tax deductions for donations up to 100,000 won and a gift with 30% of the donation amount.
네, 부산시가 최근 부산역과 서면 일대에서 대규모 집회가 연이어 개최됨에 따라 인파, 교통 등 종합 안전관리 대책을 세웠습니다. 시는 경찰과 협조해서 인파 음지 시 발생할 수 있는 사고 예방을 위한 보행 장애물 등을 사전에 정비하고 집회 규모와 인파에 따라서 안전관리 요원, 증원, 또 도시철도 증편, 구급자 배치, 우회도로 등을 안내하기로 했습니다. 또 부산교통공사는 에스컬레이터 등 시설물을 사전에 점검하고 현장 상황실을 설치하는 등 안전조치를 시행합니다. 또 역내가 혼잡할 때는 무정차 통과, 임시열차 편성 등도 검토하게 됩니다.
The city of Busan announced on the 19th that it has taken comprehensive safety management measures such as crowds and traffic due to the recent large-scale rallies held one after the other in Busan Station and Hamyeon. Yes, please continue.
네, 오늘 다음 소식 바로 전해드릴게요. 오늘 29일 오후 6시 다대포 해수욕장에서 5.6도 투나잇 행사가 열립니다. 행사가 5가지 색깔의 길과 6가지 즐거움이 함께한다는 의미로 56km를 걷는 건데요. 5가지 색깔의 길은 다대포, 금빛 노을길, 또 낙동강 생명길, 금정산성 고갯길, 수영강 나룻길, 해운대 달맞이, 해운대 해맞이 길 등입니다. 6가지 즐거움은 만나는 설렘, 먼 길을 걷는 즐거움, 야릇한 눈맛, 또 대자연과의 대화, 새벽 온천의 신비, 귀 씻는 파도 소리 이렇게 구성이 되어 있는데 다대포 해수욕장에서 출발해서 대저 생태공원 지나서 금정산성 고갯길을 거쳐 해운대 해수욕장까지 56km를 무박 2일로 걷는 행사거든요. 이 밖에도 22km의 하프 코스와 7km의 노을 걷기 코스도 있습니다. 행사에는 시민 1,200여 명이 참석할 예정입니다. 이렇게 56km 코스는 갈매길 2, 4, 6, 8 코스를 포함해서 모두 부산의 8개 구를 관통합니다. 사하구, 강서구, 북구, 금정구, 동래구, 연제구, 수영 거쳐서 해운대구까지 걷게 되는 행사가 열리게 됩니다.
On the 29th, it announced on the 19th that it would hold the 오륙도 2-night event at 다대포 Beach in 사하구, Busan at 6 p.m. The event is a 56-kilometer walk along the 5-colored path and 6 kinds of fun. The 5-colored paths are the 다대포 Gold Sunset Path, 낙동 River Life Path, 금정 산성 Path, 수영 River Path, and 해운대 Sunrise Path. The 6 pleasures are the excitement of meeting, the pleasure of walking a long way, the flavor of the snow, the conversation with nature, the mystery of the hot springs at dawn, and the sound of the waves washing your ears, according to the city. Participants will walk 56 kilometers from 다대포 Beach through 대저 Ecological and 금정 산성 Pass to 해운대 Beach in 2 days and 2 nights. In addition, there will be a 22-kilometer half course and a 7-kilometer sunset walk. More than 1,200 citizens are expected to participate in the event, and the 56-kilometer course will pass through 8 wards, including 갈매길 2, 4, 6, and 8.
네, 닉은 걷는 거 좋아하시잖아요.
좋아합니다.
쉬지 않고 몇 킬로까지 걸어보셨나요? 혹시
좀 여행을 할 때는 좀 많이 걷는 편인 것 같아요.
그렇죠.
뭐 한 3만에서 4만 보 하루에? 엄청 약간 도시를 돌아다닐 때, 좀 도쿄에 갔을 때 거의 4만 보를 걸었는데
하루에 4만 보.
예,
와.
예, 제
네.
기록인 것 같아요. 신기록, 뭐 제 기록이었는데요.
네.
근데 추천하지 않습니다. 그 다음 날이
쓰지
다리
않는다.
너무 아파가지고.
이틀 동안
그죠,
굶잖아요.
그죠. 너무 고생했어요 그때. 근데 걷는 거 좋아합니다. 예, 좋아하세요?
네, 좋아하는데 저도 한 20km 정도까지 걷다가
오,
추천하지 않습니다.
그죠.
너무 힘들어.
거의 마라톤인데.
걷는데.
miles. 예.
네네. 아우 너무 힘들더라고요.
반 마라톤. Wow. So lots of news, especially for you walkers out there. We got some messages coming in. We have Benny님 saying, 홍당당님 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
고수님 as well. Hi, welcome to the show. 허성범님 saying, hi, confident 홍. 저는 김해 허성범이라고 합니다. 만나서 반갑습니다.
반갑습니다.
Good to see you. You're showing your face again. Well, thank you for introducing yourself formally as well. Okay, and Jinli-nim as well, saying hi, Shiknik, and 장구 장PD님, and also 홍당당님. Okay, it's time to move on to our 속담.
네, 자 속담 3가지 속담을 준비하고 있고요. 뒷부분 닉이 채워주면 됩니다. 첫 번째 속담입니다. 바로 문제 드릴게요.
네.
단단한 땅에
이게 뭔가 좀 성경 말씀 같은데 씨앗을 뿌리지 마세요. 뭐 그런 것이 아닌가요?
맞아요. 단단한 땅에 씨앗이 떨어지면
모르겠어요.
햇빛에 타서
그죠?
그런 얘기는.
단단한 땅에 집을 지을 수 있다. 아니면 골프 치지 마세요. 골프 안 해가지고 잘 모르겠습니다.
단단한 땅에 물이 고인다.
하긴.
그렇죠.
맞아요.
맞는 말이에요.
보이긴 하죠.
네, 이 뜻은 해프게 쓰지 않고 좀 검소하고 절약을 해야 단단하게 땅을 만들어놔야 빗물이 고이듯이 재산이 모인다 이런 뜻으로 사용할 수 있고요. 또 무슨 일이든지 마음을 굳게 먹고 시작을 하고 계속 추진을 해야 좋은 결과가 있다. 뭔가 좀 기본이 탄탄해야 한다. 뭐 이런 뜻으로.
So save money,
네.
gather money and don't spend it
네.
too much.
땅이 너무 무르거나 다 이렇게 하면은 빠져나가잖아요.
그렇군요.
단단한 땅에 물이 괜다 혹은 고인다라고 사용합니다.
좋습니다. Okay, let's move on to number 2.
네. 뚝배기보다
이거 알아요. 장맛이 좋아요. 장맛이 좋아요. 이거 들었어요.
네네. 겉보기에는 보잘것없는데 그냥 뚝배기는 약간 투박하게 생겼거든요.
그렇죠.
예쁜 그릇이 아니니까. 하지만 그 내용이 막 맛을 뚝배기가 또 음식이 잘 끓고 맛있어요.
그렇죠.
네, 그래서 그 내용이 겉모습보다 훨씬 좋을 때 야 뚝배기보다 역시 장맛이 좋네.
영어로는 don't judge a book by its cover. 이라고 하는 것 같아요. Don't judge a book by its cover. 예, 이 책 내용이 너무 재미있는데 근데 뭐 이 표지가 너무 재미없으면
맞아요.
안 읽을 수도 있잖아요.
맞아.
근데 내용이 너무 재미있어서 don't judge it by the cover.
네.
예, 먼저 읽고.
훨씬 내실이 좋아야지. 막 포장만 과대 포장 막 해놓고 안에 열어보면 삥.
그죠.
땡 실망.
예,
네.
예, I don't like that. 질소 포장이랑 그런 것도. Okay, let's move to number 3.
네, 뚝배기보다 장맛이었고 세 번째 속담 드립니다. 빈대 잡으려고
빈대 떡집으로 간다. 그 빈대인가요?
저 옛날에 그 빈대인 줄 알았는데 못 먹을 줄
다른
알았는데.
빈대도 있어요?
아유 안 돼요. 그거 그 빈대로 떡하면 안 돼.
빈대는 뭐 어떤 무슨 콩이죠?
곤충.
곤충인가요? 근데 빈대떡은 곤충으로 만든.
아 제가 지금 속담에 나오는 빈대는 곤충이에요.
헷갈릴 수도 있네요.
그렇죠. 빈대떡. 예전에 저는 곰탕 했을 때
진짜 곰이 들어가.
진짜 곰이
신기해요. 그럼 빈대는
빈대는
벌레.
더 벼룩 같은 거. 빈대.
그렇군요.
빈대 잡으려고
예.
그 뒤에는
모르겠어요.
그 잡아야 되니까.
그 뭐지?
해충이니까.
그 낚시 좀 해줘.
언제 잡아요?
벌레 낚시.
언제 잡아요 그거?
허성범 씨가 좀 도와주셨습니다.
네네, 좋습니다.
빈대 잡으려고 초가 삼간 태운다.
맞습니다.
초갓집인가요?
초가삼.
그 스트로 지푸라기로.
네네네 그렇죠. 그 빈대를 잡기 위해서는 잘 안 잡히고 그다음에 완전히 박멸이 힘들어요. 그러니까 불에 태우는 것이 가장 좋다 뭐 이런 얘기 때문에 이거 잡으려다가 집을 다 태운다는 거죠. 네, 작은 것을 처리하느라고
그죠.
큰 손해를 보는 것도 생각하지 못한 어리석음을 얘기할 때 빈대 잡으려고 초가삼간 태운다는 속담을 사용합니다.
이게 되게 좋은 비유인 것 같은데요. 원래 사람들이 뭐 거미를 엄청 싫어하잖아요. 그래서 거미 한 마리만 잡으려고 이렇게 온 집을 막 태우고 막 그렇게 하고 싶다고 막 얘기하는 사람이 되게 많더라고요. Very interesting. Do you like spiders? 거미를 싫어하세요? 무서워하세요?
거미 너무 큰 건 좀.
좀 그래요.
네.
Tarantula 같은 거.
네네네.
Yeah, I hate spiders. 장 PD, do you like spiders?
I like Spider-Man.
You like Spider-Man? No spiders. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. Before you go, actually, we have 곤충이 아니고 해충이라고.
해충.
해충. 자세 곤충?
곤충인데 사람에게 해를 끼치면 해충.
일리가 있네요. 아니면 가시기 전에 오늘의 텍스트 토픽 한번 물어보겠습니다.
네.
포열 부산 호스트들과 게스트들의 별명 지어주세요. 이게 무슨 텍스트 토픽이에요? Okay, give me a and our guests. Give us a nickname. 홍당당이면 홍당당이시죠?
네.
닉네임이죠. Yeah.
닉네임.
그죠? 닉네임. 바로 제 네임이에요.
네.
닉원 장 PD as well. 줄리엣님께서 항상 새로운 이름을 만드시는 것 같은데요. 짱짱짱 짱구 짱 PD님 공장장. Lots of names. All right, then think of a name. Thank you for
감사합니다.
today.
네, 내일은 저 대신 또 아름다운 분이 오실 예정입니다.
어디 가시나요?
네.
비밀인가요?
네, 비밀입니다.
알겠습니다.
절 찾지 마세요.
좋은 하루 되세요. 오늘도 와주셔서 감사합니다.
감사합니다.
We're going to take a song break. This is 마녀 여행을 떠나다 by 코나.
자 지금부터 내 말 잘 들어요. 적어도 하루에 한 번씩은 수정 구슬 닦아주기. 아침 일찍 일어나 하얀 우유 한 잔씩 마시기. 레몬 사탕은 하루에 3개. 자기 전에 고기 닦기 잊지 말아요. 떠나는 그대를 위해 새로운 바람이 부네요. 이제 그대 잘
코나의 마녀 여행을 떠나다 듣고 왔습니다. Welcome back everybody to For Your Busan. It is 4:36 in the afternoon on a Wednesday. How you doing everyone? Hope you're enjoying this midweek. Feeling good, the week's going quickly. And that's a good thing because hopefully the warm weather will arrive quicker as well. Now, earlier we were talking with 홍당당님 about 빈대. Now, I was only aware of the food, but apparently it's a type of bug, and our writer sent us the definition of it. 빈대, 사람과 동물의 피를 빨아먹는 1mm에서 7mm 해충 bedbug 종류라고 하셨어요. Okay, I think I get it. Like a tick or a bedbug sucks your blood. Okay, that doesn't sound very good. I think I've might have heard of it before, actually. Yeah, interesting. Thanks for the information. Our lovely 작가님. Now, lots more messages coming in, which is great to see. Today's text topic was asking you to make a nickname for myself and the guest. Not just me, don't pick on me. Pick on the guests and Chang PD as well. Today was 포열 부산 호스트닉과 게스트들의 별명을 지어주세요가 오늘의 텍스트 토픽 질문입니다. We've got some messages. Have a look here. Salmanim, welcome to the show, saying, Nick. Perfect. Best nickname, Nick. That is my nickname. My full name is Nicholas, so Nick is perfect. Thank you, Summer. Benny Nim coming in with a whole list for basically all of the guests, nearly, saying, nickname for Steve will be the Muscle Man. Ooh, he'll like that. Jennifer will be the Skills Queen. Melissa, the 친구. Effie and Kumi, Princess. Kelly, the Expert. Yurian, the usual. Chimino, the same. This sounds like a group of like bank robbery heists. Like, you have like, we've got the skills queen and the princess and the expert. They're all going to rob the bank together. Kind of. It'll make a good movie, I think. I'm not condoning it. That's a very bad thing. Please don't do that. All right, let's have a look here. But he also says for Haley, the story princess. You got a lot of queens and princesses, Benny Nim. Maybe you read a lot of fantasy novels, which is a good thing for sure. All right, more nicknames. Anyone? Pornim coming in saying hi all, and then with some grapes. Podo. That could be a nickname for you, maybe, if you like it. I'm sure you don't. Good to see you though. And then saying Nick. 똑띠 Nick. What's that? 똑똑한 띠, like 양띠, 띠. Oh, okay. Nick, I like that. Steve will be Thomas 열차. Why is he like Thomas the Tank Engine? That was my childhood, by the way. Haley will be a 박학 다식. That's definitely, she is a smarty pants for sure. That's really good. Those are some good nicknames. Everyone else, send me some more nicknames. Get creative. I want to hear what you think of when you see our names or when you see our faces. Don't be shy. I won't get offended unless it's really, really bad. Be a little bit nice. All right, you can send your messages to pound 9050 샵 9050, which will cost you 101, or a Kakao Talk message. Let's move on to our next segment. The cold winter is passing, and the warm spring that everyone's been waiting for is finally here. So we can finally go out wearing lighter clothes. But wait, going outside doesn't feel so easy anymore. And that's because yellow dust and fine dust are sweeping in. Yellow dust and fine dust are particularly severe during spring, when the weather starts warming up. Typically from March to May is known as the worst season for both. So, which one is more harmful to our health, yellow dust or fine dust? Well, yellow dust is naturally occurring sand particles, while fine dust is mainly generated by human activity, like vehicle emissions and industrial processes, making it more artificial. However, when yellow dust occurs, it often brings along harmful fine dust particles too, making both very unhealthy. Especially ultra-fine dust, which is quite concerning, which is small enough to deeply penetrate the human body. Therefore, wearing a mask and taking other precautions is essential. 라떼는 말이야. There was a time when seeing a blue sky was just normal. Back then, we didn't even know what masks were for. But now, before going outside, we have to check the fine dust levels. That way we know whether we need a mask or when it's safe to go out. I miss those days when we could simply look up and enjoy the blue sky without wondering whether we need to wear a mask or not.
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Welcome back, everybody, to For Your Busan. It is now 4:42 in the afternoon, and we have Jennifer here for Work Life Busan.
Hello, hello.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. You enjoying these cold days?
Cold, but it's sunny today.
Yeah.
So
A ray
I'm
of
thankful.
sunshine.
Yeah.
Now, today's text topic has been about making nicknames for people on the show.
I heard.
Benny Nim gave you a nickname.
Oh, I love it.
The Skills Queen. Yeah.
감사합니다. I love it.
I like that. The Skills Queen. How would you say that? Like 능력 여왕.
Oh,
I don't know.
네. It's much better than the nickname I had when I was in elementary school.
Oh, please tell us. What was it?
Oh, it was 오뎅. Because my last name is O.
Oh, that's mean.
제가 어렸을 때는 이름으로 많이 했어요.
But so many people have the surname O.
Oh yeah.
So is everyone 오뎅?
Fish cake.
Oh.
It's a skills queen. Sounds much better.
That's
much
good.
more glamorous.
Yeah, we can call you the Skill Fish Cake if you like.
Oh no,
instead.
no, thank you.
That's interesting. Yeah, we all had nicknames growing up. 고수님 saying Jennifer, 어서 오세요.
네, 안녕하세요.
People waving
고수님.
into you as well.
Hello.
So this is where we talk about work life in the city, problems that people have, and some potential solutions.
Yeah, I have a question for you today.
Okay.
Are you a very competitive person? Do you consider
Mm.
yourself competitive?
I like to pretend I'm not, but then really, if I
You are.
lose, I get a little bit 좀 답답해요.
Oh, yeah, I can
그런 이기고
understand.
싶은 마음이 있는데
맞아요.
제가 좀 숨으려고, 숨기려고 막 노력해요. Yeah. What about you?
I'm the same. I try to pretend I'm not,
Yeah.
but
We like a competition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you ask?
mean, it's nice that there's like good competition, positive competition.
Yeah.
That it boosts energy
For
level.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you get to see what you're capable of as
Yeah,
well. We all
yeah.
like a bit of a challenge.
It's motivating. So this week we are talking about competition in the workplace. Because some people thrive on competition, while for others it creates tension and stress.
Yes, yeah. And
It can be nerve breaking, right?
exactly, yeah. So when the competition is healthy, it can be a great motivator. But when it's taken too far, it can lead to toxic work environments.
Exactly. So as we have two interesting stories that highlight both sides of a workplace competition. So let's dive into the first one.
Okay.
Our first story is from Sujin. Here's what she shared. Hi, my name is Sujin and I work in sales. My job is already pretty fast-paced. But there's one person on my team who makes things even more intense. Let's call her Mina. Mina constantly turns everything into a competition. If I get praise from our boss, she immediately tries to outdo me. If I come up with a creative idea, she finds a way to take credit or one-up me. I used to enjoy my work, but now I feel like I'm in a never-ending battle. I know competition can be good, but is it normal to feel this exhausted by it?
Mina sounds like 가족 막내. Yeah, always chasing that love from mummy and daddy, maybe. Yeah, we have a Mina. Listen, Mina Lee listens. It's
Mina
not you.
씨 듣고
It's not you, is it?
Not
You're not this person, is it? Okay, so there's usually that
It can be
person.
frustrating, yeah.
You know, it's disheartening when maybe you and your colleague are working and then your colleague gets loads of praise, but then you get ignored. You feel kind of like, 나도 잘하고 싶은데 잘하고 있는데 like
Look at
where's
me,
my
look at
칭찬?
me, yeah.
So maybe they feel like they have to boast and try
and then
too
get some
hard.
attention. It's one thing to be motivated by competition, but when it starts feeling like a battle for survival, it can be draining. It's not enjoyable anymore.
Right. And I think the key issue here is that competition should push people to improve and not create tension. Unnecessary tension.
Yeah, right. And in Sujin's case, it seems like Mina's behavior is more about personal validation than teamwork.
Right.
인정받고 싶어하는 그 인정의 욕구가 강하신 것 같아요, 미나님.
I guess in a company, it's very important that, you're all cogs in a giant machine.
Yeah.
And you have to all work to make the team succeed. So what would you suggest to Sujin to do about Mina?
Well, first, I'd say she should set boundaries. If Mina tries to turn everything into a competition, Sujin doesn't have to engage. 그거에 반응하실 필요는 없는 것 같아요. She can focus on doing her best rather than proving herself to Mina.
Yeah, I guess so. Just ignore them and then maybe they'll pipe down. Because even if she tries to be competitive, she's obviously not as good. Right? So I think people might just find it annoying in the end.
I'm sure there are things that Mina can do better. So, everybody has different talent.
For sure. And, this isn't school. This is work.
Yeah.
So maybe just grow up a bit and just realize you need to work harder or do better.
Exactly.
Or find a new job. Maybe find something that you like.
Maybe this isn't a place for you.
Maybe. Just options.
Well, if it gets worse, bring it up to a manager or HR might help. But you can Mina could ask for a transfer to another department where she can work better.
Yeah.
Show her talent.
Yeah.
But I believe a little bit of competition is fine. But when it becomes toxic, it needs to be addressed.
For sure. Now, and I'm sure Mina here needs to learn a few things. But I think the management should also realize that employees like to be complimented. They like to feel validated for their work. So time to time, give Mina a little bit of love and TLC. Say, hey, you're doing a good job. I like this project, blah, blah, blah. And then maybe she won't feel the need to constantly, be competitive.
Because some people really need that, right?
Yeah. I've never been a boss of other people, but I like to tell people that they're doing good, even if they're not. I'm like, you're doing good.
칭찬 싫어하는 사람 없죠.
Exactly. Everyone loves him. Okay, so hopefully you get some good ideas here, Sujin. Good luck in the future. Now, our next story is a bit different. This one comes from Taehyun, and this is what he shared. Hey, I'm Taehyun, and I work at a tech startup. Our company culture is very competitive, but in a good way. My co-workers and I always push each other to do better, and I actually love that energy. Last month we had a sales challenge, and even though I didn't win, I learned so much from the experience. Watching my colleagues strategize and improve their skills motivated me to work harder. Instead of feeling jealous or discouraged, I feel inspired. I know some people dislike competition, but for me, it makes work more exciting.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
This is a great example of how competition can be a positive force.
Yeah, I agree. It motivates you to do better, and Taehyun sees competition as a learning opportunity rather than a threat.
Yeah, I'm so happy for Taehyun.
He's very mature.
He doesn't need any advice here.
Yeah, I mean, it's natural for humans to feel a little bit, if we lose in a competition, you can feel a little bit down.
Yeah.
You can even be like sometimes 삐졌어, like,
맞아요.
oh, so good.
And that mindset makes all the difference.
Yeah.
Positive mindset and negative mindset. Instead of feeling pressured, what Taehyun sees it as a way to grow. Which I think is excellent.
If if I was a boss, having a colleague like Taehyun would be, amazing.
Oh yeah.
If everyone could have the mindset of, I'm going to do better next time. I'll try harder next time. I think that's fantastic.
And workplaces that encourage a collaborative competition rather than cutthroat rivalry tend to be the most successful.
Right. Some jobs do. So I hear there's a big tech firm in the USA. They make computer processors, the most famous computer processors. I hear every year they fire the bottom 10% of people. Oh. Really? There's people who work there say this. So, it's a huge company. You know the one I'm talking about. And if you're, 실적, is in the bottom 10%, you're gone. So everyone, that is like cutthroat rivalry. You're working to be the best.
Yeah, that internal competition.
Yeah. I think in a company like that, I just wouldn't be able to handle it. The constant stress, I would feel like I have to do better than the next person.
You can't really cooperate with others.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, but, you know, I don't think there are any companies like that here, as far as I know. Maybe there are. Is that here at BFM? It's like the lowest performing show. Bye-bye. Okay, so yeah, collaborative competition.
Yeah, and hearing these stories, do you think you'd like to work in highly competitive environment? Probably not.
I'm
not me.
I'm not about that. I'm not about that. I used to do in a little way, but I like to
What about
chill.
twice the salary?
No,
still.
I don't, as long as I have enough money, I'm fine. I don't need a lot of money.
Yeah, it's important that we get to enjoy what we do.
Yeah, I agree. What about you? Because you're not really a high competitive.
No,
you're
not that much.
Solo business owner, so you work at your own pace.
I mean, I enjoy like being motivated by other people, but not this way. Yeah. So healthy competition can be great for motivation, but it's important to strike a balance.
Yeah, I totally agree. In regards to the first case that we had with Mina and Sujin, 만학도 영어는 messaged in saying, 안녕하세요. 그냥 무시하거나 아니면 월등히 잘해서 코를 납작하게 해주세요.
Oh.
There you go. Put them in their place, do your best and put them in their place, or ignore them. Yeah. Good, kind of cold, but effective, I guess. This has been great. You know, we all find competition when we work with a team.
It's also to do with the self-confidence.
Yeah.
If you feel confident in what you're doing, you won't feel this negative competition.
Sure.
Yeah.
Everyone who's working in a company or in a team, just remember that you're doing the best you can and you don't need to compare yourself to others. Thank you so much, Jennifer.
Thank you.
Useful as always, and I'll see you next week.
Okay, we'll do. Bye-bye.
All right, everyone, we're going to wrap up the first half here. Don't go anywhere because
Bridge to the world. BEFM 부산 영어방송.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다 축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로 하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산, 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산 영어방송이 함께합니다.
It's not easy to make proper judgment in a sudden event of an earthquake. That's why it is essential that we practice emergency drills during our daily lives so that we can be prepared for any such circumstances. As soon as you feel the earthquake, hide your body under a table to protect yourself. When the shaking has stopped, shut off the gas valves and turn off the electricity, and locate your way of exit by opening the doors. If you're coming out of a multi-story building, use the stairs and definitely not the elevators. When outside the building, rush to an open field and cover your head while en route. Finally, tune into a broadcasting channel and keep yourself updated on what's happening and what to do next. But remember, prevention is the best solution. This campaign is brought to you by BFM Busan 영어방송.
Want to be a friend of BFM 부산영어방송? You can chat with BFM through our Kakao Talk service. You can share your messages and photos through Kakao Talk, and you can easily become BFM's Kakao friend by searching BFM through the Find a Friend option. Come share and chat with us at BFM anytime, anywhere for free. Don't forget to add BFM 부산영어방송 to your Kakao friends list.
Man, I haven't got a chance. I call him.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
포열 부산?
포열 부산 아닙니까?
원래는 울산 사람이니까 포열 부산 내리죠 이렇게.
포열 부산.
포열 부산.
할까요? 포열 부산. 잠깐만요.
You're now listening to For Your Busan.
Guys, this is Jenny and welcome back to My Life, My English. And guess what? Today we got our new guest. So let's say hi. Hello, hello.
Hello, I'm 윤영우. I major in library and information science. And after graduating, I work as a librarian for 5 years. I'm currently preparing for Librarian Civil Service exam.
Oh, wow. Nice to meet you, 영우님. So you majored in library and information science, and actually you have worked as a librarian for 5 years. And currently you're preparing for Librarian Civil Service exam. Okay. Thank you so much for visiting. All right, then I want to ask you, how did you get to know about this BEFM?
I first came across it while looking for ways to improve my English. I was searching for English-related content on YouTube when I happened to come across a short video that explained how to express Korean phrases in English. I'm also a subscriber of Busan English Broadcasting YouTube channel.
Wow, we've got a new fan here. Okay, so you are a subscriber to our BEFM YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, and then you're searching for English-related content on YouTube, and you found out some videos from this BEFM, right?
Right.
All right, so that's how you've got to know about this BEFM. All right, then I also want to ask you, how did you get to learn English?
When I was very young, I was a curious child. And whenever I saw a foreigner on the street, I wanted to talk to them. But all I could say was hello. So I told my mom that I want to learn English. My mom then asked English Academy teacher who live in the same apartment complex to help me start studying English. This was beginning of my first English study.
Wow, this is such an adorable story. Like, when you were very young, you was kind of a curious kid. Like, you got curious to everything. And one of the things that you got curious about was the foreigners, right?
Right.
And then you actually really wanted to talk to them, but all you could say was hello and hi. And thanks to your mom helped you to start studying English through a teacher who lived in the same apartment complex, right?
Right.
All right, so that's how you've got to learn English for the first time. All right, then I also want to ask you, were there any moments like you felt proud of yourself or maybe finding it beneficial through speaking English?
When I first worked at the university library, I was assigned to the Global Resource section, where many international students would visit. Some of them didn't know how to search for academic paper or where to find books, so they would ask me for help. I'm not very good at English, but I still use it to help and explain things. And it was truly rewarding when they expressed their gratitude.
Okay, so that's when you felt proud of yourself by speaking English. Alright, then I also want to ask you, are there any tips or maybe little tidbits for studying English?
Here are some English study tips that have worked for me. First, find material in English related to your interests. For example, if you like soccer, watch interviews with foreigners players or read analysis articles about matches. This makes it easier to stay interested in English.
Right.
Second, read English book or watch drama. Write down useful expressions. Memorize them and practice saying them out loud. This practice have greatly helped me improve my English skill.
Okay, first, find some materials in English related to your interest, right?
Right.
And also, to watch dramas or read some English books, write them down, memorize them, and keep saying them out loud, right?
Right.
Thank you so much for sharing your little tips. All right, then I also want to ask you, well, this will going to be our very last and the most important question. What lies ahead for your English journey in the future?
My goal is to develop my English skills so that I can express my thoughts clearly. Ultimately, my ambition is to work in the library abroad and gain global experience.
Oh, wow. So, you want to work abroad, as a librarian, to gain some global experiences, right?
Right.
I'm sure you can make your dreams come true and your goals come true. And once again, thank you so much for being my interviewee today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, listeners, so this was all about today's interview with 영우님, and hope to see you next week. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
That was today's My Life, My English. Thank you to Jenny for bringing us today's guest. We had 윤영우님, who is a former university librarian, which is a hard word to say, preparing for the Librarian Civil Service exam. He discovered BFM through YouTube while searching for English learning content, and his English journey began as a child when curiosity about foreigners led his mother to find him a tutor. He had a proud moment when he was assisting international students at the library despite his linguistic limitations at the time. And his study tips include engaging with English content, related to personal interests, and practicing useful expressions. And he hopes to one day expand his global reach, go abroad, further his language skills, and meet new people. Very inspiring, and we wish 윤영우님 all the best. And it's very motivational, very inspirational as well to hear his journey. All right, everyone, the time is now 5:07 in the afternoon. Welcome back officially to the second half of the show. How you doing? It's past 5 o'clock, so I'm sure many of you are getting ready to go home. Maybe some of you have gone home already, who knows. I know Pornim is still at work, at least as of 10 minutes ago, saying, from the end of this month, 31일부터 더 열참 할 수 있어요. 지금은 주변에 동료가 많아서 방송 집중 못해요. Hey, that's pretty impressive that you're listening to the show while all of your colleagues are surrounding you. I guess you have your earphones in, or you're just reading the subtitles. Don't get caught, because that's, I don't want you to get in trouble. But thanks for listening anyway, Pornim. It means a lot. Lots of people coming in to say hello. Jin Lee Nim giving me a nickname, because that is today's text topic, by the way. Think of a nickname for me and my guests on this show. 포열 부산 호스트 닉과 게스트들의 별명을 지어주세요가 오늘의 텍스트 토픽 질문입니다. I like this one. Kind of. 진리님께서 닉 타이타닉. 타이타닉. 키 크고 멋지니. I hope I don't, I hope I end well. I appreciate the tall and the cool, awesome, but we know what happened to that boat, right? I don't want to end early. But thank you, Jinli Nim. I appreciate your thought. And it's a clever pun as well. Choi Sung Nim coming up with one. I like this. For Nick, an English gentleman. For Steve, a bubbly icon. For Jennifer, charming girl. For Melissa, a lawyer. 변호사. For Melissa. I guess she's got talk. She can talk. 말 주변이 좀 있어서 그런가요? Maybe she's good gift of the gab. And Kelly, A goddess. Wow. Kelly's going to love that. We'll tell her on Friday that you called her a goddess. She'll love that. And Jimmy, a happy man. You know what? I totally agree with Jimmy's one, at least. He is a very happy man. I'm sure everyone will love their nicknames. I like the nickname. Juliet님 coming up with some as well, saying 짱 멋진 장 PD님, confident 홍님, vroom 서티브님, vroom because of the motorcycle, handsome Jimmy님, nickname 하면 sexy 닉이죠. That's the best one. That's the best nickname. So I like that. I like that one. Also, welcome to the show, anyone who's just joining. It must be awkward if you're flicking it on now and just hearing me talking about handsome and sexy things. It's not that kind of show, unless you want it to be. Send your messages to us, Umpanim, saying 안녕하세요. Welcome to the show, Umpanim. Hope you're having a great day. Also, people finding out that Jang PD has been here since 2011. He's been here for a long time. He's fused with the company now. He can't leave. 퇴근 시간이 돼도 집에 못 나가요. He can't go. He can't leave the building. He's stuck here. He lives here now. All right, keep sending your messages in. I'd love to read them. pound 9050, 샵 9050, which will cost you 101, KakaoTalk message, or YouTube live message. All right, don't go anywhere, because coming up next, we have Busan Quiz Master. Before that, let's listen to a song. Haven't heard this band in about 15, 20 years. This is All About You by McFly.
It's all about you, baby. It's all about you. It's all about you. Yesterday you asked me something I thought you knew. So I told you with a smile, it's all about you. Then you whispered in my ear and you told me to. Said you make my life worthwhile. It's all about you. And I would answer all your wishes if you asked me to. But if you deny me one of your kisses, don't know what I do. So hold me close and say 3 words like you used to do. Dancing on the kitchen tiles, it's all about you, yeah. It's all about you. It's all about you. It's about you. It's all about you, baby. It's all about you. It's all about you, baby. It's all about you. It's all about you, baby. It's all about you. It's all about you.
For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Zooby-dooby, zooby-dooby, bum-ba-da, zooby-dooby, ba-dum-bum. Zooby-dooby, zooby-dooby, 나 제일 빠가 stupid man. Zooby-dooby, zooby-dooby, bum-ba.
Hello and welcome back to For Your Busan. It is 5:14 in the afternoon on a Wednesday hump day. Hope you're doing good. And if you're getting ready to go home, congratulations. Good work today. Go get some rest, have some good food. Maybe you're on your way home still because it is that kind of time. Wherever you are, thank you for tuning in right now. And it's great because right now is a chance that you can win some prizes because it's Quiz Master time. Before that, we had 수덕션님 saying, my favorite song. And we did just listen to All About You by McFly. That's really interesting. You know, when I was maybe 15, my younger sister loved McFly. McFly, Busted, she'd listen to them all the time. So I liked them by default because I had to listen to them because it was always on. But it's good memories, actually, now that you say that. It was good memories. We also have Sonia messaging in, coming in late, but it's fantastic to see you always, saying 늦은 출석 인사합니다. Nick and Chang PD님. Good to have you here, Soinim. No worries if you're late. I hope you've had a good day, probably working or busy. It's good to see you, and a happy hump day to you. Now, it is time for Quizmaster, which is where you can win a prize. Today's Wednesday. So, of course, we have pizza on the line. 오늘은 피자 날입니다. Lots to play for. Now, today is, of course, Wednesday, so it's 부사추. 부산 사투리 추천 받습니다. Busan has its own unique dialect, and this dialect sometimes plays an important role in movies or dramas. So today, we're going to have a quiz about Busan dialect. 자, 지금부터 저희가 한 표현을 드리겠습니다. 그러면 여러분이 그 표현에 맞는 맛깔스러운 부산 사투리를 한번 보내주시면 됩니다. Wednesday is sometimes referred to as Hump Day. In Europe and North America, it's a reference to the fact that Wednesday is the middle, the hump, right? Like the camel's hump of a typical work week. And it marks the halfway point before the weekend. And people may feel tired or exhausted by their workload by this point. It can be a tiring day for many. 그러면 오늘은 피곤함을 표현할 때 어떻게 이야기할지 한번 부산 사투리로 이야기해 볼까요? 오늘 너무 피곤하네. 오늘은 뭔가 좀 피곤해. 왜 이렇게 오늘 피곤하지? 등등등. 피곤함을 느낄 때 여러분이 어떻게 말하는지 부산 사투리로 표현해 주세요. Tell me how you would say you're tired. I'm exhausted. Oh, I'm knackered. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. How would you say that in 부산 사투리? 참여 방법을 알려드리겠습니다. 100원의 이용료가 드는 문자샵 9050, 부산영어방송 카카오톡 메시지 아니면 너튜브 댓글로 참여하실 수 있습니다. Lots of reasons to play for. Like I said, it is pizza day. So if you come up with something creative, something good, something not too long for me, then you could win today's pizza prize. Get sending your messages. We're going to take a song break and we'll be back. This is Solo by Dynamic Duo.
Zooby-dooby, zooby-dooby, 나 제일 빠가 stupid man.
이제 난 솔로 say hello to the world. 너란 깜깜한 감옥에서 출소 세상아 내게 두 불을 줘. 책상에 사진 뜯어내고 상처에 딱지도 박박 긁어내고 화장실 하수구에 엉킨 네 머리카락 다 뜯어내고 네 물건 다 쓸어내고 자유다. 널 사랑했던 내가 바보다. 미련 없던 내 낙천 주위는 대대로 물려받은가 보다. 연락 끊어진 여자애들 불러내기가 좀 구차해. 신촌 홍대 강남 앞구 어때 나이트하는 클럽에 나가보자.
Solo 있고 싶어 난 홀로 Solo 오늘부터 난 홀로 I want to be alone Solo 있고 싶어
싫어하던 공포 영화를 봐도 돼 개고기를 먹어도 돼 죄책감 없이 여자의 번호를 따도 돼 연인이란 존재는 내 인생의 마이너스 바이러스 내 머리를 아프게 해 사랑은 신이 내린 자연재해 지금껏 억눌렀던 desire is on fire 내 인생은 내 멋대로 그릴래 나만이 내 인생의 디자이너 미뤄왔던 PC 게임의 만렙을 끊어 밤새 마시고 필름도 끊어 난 자유란 바다로 돌아가고픈 물고기 미련이란 낚싯줄은 끊어 있고 싶어 나 이제부터 자유로 오늘부터 난 홀로 I want to be alone 있고 싶어 난 홀로 나 지금부터 자유로 오늘부터 난 홀로 지금부터 Give me a break 내 맘대로 전화 꺼놔도 돼 밤새도록 술 마시고 망가져도 돼 혼자서 훌쩍 떠나도 돼 I'm free I'm free 네 친구의 남자와 비교 안 당해도 되고 새벽에 야식해도 되고 내 돈 이별하던 순간에 네 표정보다 굳었어 Spend my money for me 밤새 친구들과 당구치고 네 전화 씹고 콧방구 끼고 내 안에서 널 밀어냈던 것처럼 속 시원하게 방구 끼고 새벽에 나를 찾아줘 부엌에서 금요일에 나를 찾아줘 클럽에서 마치 수능을 마친 수험생처럼 토요일에 나를 찾아줘 나이트에서 기분이 너무 나이스해서 오늘 밤도 난 잘 것 같아 벌벌 나겠어 나비처럼 새 꽃을 찾아 Hello to the world 나 이제부터 자유로 Brand new world Yeah Brand new girl I want to be alone 있고 싶어 나 홀로 I want to be alone 오늘부터 난 홀로 I want to be alone
Welcome back, everybody. We just listened to Solo by Dynamic Duo. Quite ironic, right? The Dynamic Duo singing a song about solo. There you go. It's now 5:21 in the afternoon, and we're in the middle of Quiz Master. This is 부사추, 부산 사투리 추천 받습니다. It's hump day. How do you feel? Many of you are probably very tired. Now, people sometimes dislike Wednesdays because it's the middle of the work week. You feel tired, demotivated. You just kind of want to lie down and take a nap for the rest of the week. 그래서 오늘은 피곤함을 느낄 때 어떻게 말하는지 한번 부산 사투리로 바꿔보고 있습니다. 오늘 너무 피곤하네. 오늘은 뭔가 좀 피곤해. 왜 이렇게 피곤하지? Why am I so tired? It's so tiring. I'm exhausted. 등등등등 이렇게 피곤함을 느낄 때 여러분이 어떻게 말하는지 부산 사투리로 한번 표현해 주세요. Got a lot of creative ones coming in. First of all, we have 포님 saying 아따마 피곤해 죽겠다. 눈꺼풀이 왜 이리 무겁노? Good, I like that. Is it 왔다 or 왔다? Do you say 왔다 as well? 왔다? 왔다. 나 왔다. 집에 왔다. 그런 아닌가? 왔다. I like 진짜. 왔다마. Gotcha. Locked away in the brain. Soinem, who's not from Busan but trying it, saying 대다. Yeah, I have a friend who always says why did they know? Always really tired. 이거 아닌가요? 맞는 것 같아요. And then Ponim is correct, is saying, yeah, that's correct. So I think you did a good job there, 소희님. 수덕소님 say 피곤타. 대죽 같다. Nice. Thank you for your input. We have 만학도 영은님 saying 수비두비 퀴즈 풀로 들어온 김에 장명 센터가 꽝이라서 두 분의 별명만 지어봤습니다. Honey Voice Nick, Everyday Merry Melissa. Hey, that's fine too. I like that. Honey Voice Nick. Maybe I'll change my nickname to that. Okay, 상윤님, I've been told I have to be careful of your one. So maybe 좀 수정해서 다시 보내주시면 감사하겠습니다. Okay, we have 만학도 영은님 trying it. Okay, saying 와 파김치 되겠다. 파김치 되겠다. Do you say that? 너무 피곤할 때 파김치 됐다고?
네, 그렇게 하죠.
왜 파김치는 무슨 상관이죠? 아, it just flops down. 처지고 막. 그렇군요. I like that. That's really interesting. Let's have a look here. We have 조현철님. Welcome to the show, my friend. Saying, 아이고 대담아 고마하고 내일 하자. 이거 회사에서 사장님한테 한번 말하고 싶죠. Alright. 고마하고 내일 하자 사장님. Do it tomorrow. You'll be fired. We have 파랑님 here saying, 부산 사투리로 바꾸는 게 영어로 바꾸는 것보다 어려울 일이냐고요? I think it is quite difficult. 아이고 전신 만신 안 아픈 데가 없네. Yeah, your whole body is in complete pain. I like that. You've been working hard. I know you work in the construction field, so 파랑님, you probably have a lot of physical stress. That's got to make you very tired. We have 강상헌님 sending a nice message saying, 네게 별명으로 Mr. Clear 추천할게요. 네게 목소리가 너무 또렷하고 전달력이 좋은 것 같아서요. 목소리가 전달력이 좋고 선명하다의 단어가 clear더라고요. I love it. I like that. Mr. Clear. When I think of the word clear, I think of like 투명인간, right? I'm clear. I'm see-through. But I like that the voice is clear. That makes sense too. Thank you, 강성원님. Also saying 내 사투리 오늘 와 이래 되노? 코피 터지겠네. 코피 터지겠다. I guess when you've been working hard, 코피 터지겠죠. Nice, I like it. 김님 with a very simple one, but good. 대다. 장PD 한번 해주세요. No, that sounds so natural. 대다. It sounds like he says that every day when he goes home. 대다. He says that when he comes into the show as well sometimes. He doesn't really. All right, we have 최승님 saying, 오늘 억수로 피곤타. 손가락 하나 까닥하기 싫다. You don't want to lift a finger because you're so tired. 손가락 하나 까닥하기도 싫다. Good. 말용 김님. I hope I'm saying that right. 말용 김님. It's in English. Saying, 와 이래 피곤하노. Good. Simple and good. I like it. 조현철님 following up saying, 이렇게 말해주는 사장님이 있으면 좋죠. Yeah, that would be nice. Let's do it tomorrow, right? All right, keep sending them to you. I'll read some more in a little while. But we're going to take a song break and then we'll be back. Let's listen to 벚꽃 엔딩 by Buska Buska.
그대여, 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 그대여. 같이 걸어요 이 거리를 밤에 들려오는 자작 노래 어떤가요 몰랐던 그대와 단둘이 손잡고 알 수 없는 이 떨림과 둘이 걸어요 봄바람이 날리며 흩날리는 벚꽃잎이 울려 퍼질 이 거리를 둘이 걸어요 봄바람이 날리며 흩날리는 벚꽃잎이 울려 퍼질 이 거리를 둘이 걸어요 손잡아요 이 거리에 마침 들려오는 사랑 노래 어떤가요 사랑하는 그대와 단둘이 손잡고 알 수 없는 이 거리를 둘이 걸어요 봄바람이 날리며 흩날리는 벚꽃잎이 울려 울려 퍼질 이 거리를 둘이 걸어요 봄바람이 날리며 흩날리는 벚꽃잎이 울려 퍼질 이 거리를 둘이 걸어요 바람 불면 울렁이는 기분 탓에 나도 모르게 바람 불면 저편에서 그대여 네 모습이 자꾸 겹쳐 또 울렁이는 기분 탓에 나도 모르게 바람 불면 저편에서 그대여 네 모습이 자꾸 겹쳐 사랑하는 연인들이 많군요 알 수 없는 친구들이 많아요 흩날리는 벚꽃잎이 많군요 좋아요 봄바람이 날리며 흩날리는 벚꽃잎이 울려 퍼질 이 거리를 둘이 걸어요 봄바람이 날리며 흩날리는 벚꽃잎이 울려 퍼질 이 거리를 둘이 걸어요 oh yeah. 그대여 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 그대여
버스커의 벚꽃 엔딩 들으셨습니다. Welcome back everybody to For Your Busan. That song is kind of getting me excited for the potential cherry blossoms that will be heading our way soon once this cold spell is over. The time is now 5:31 in the afternoon and we're in the middle of our Busan Quiz Master segment where we are going over 부사추, 부산 사투리 추천 받습니다. And today we're translating, we're changing the words for 피곤함, right? 오늘 너무 피곤해. 오늘은 뭔가 좀 피곤해. 왜 이래 피곤하지? Changing this into 사투리, 부산 사투리로 바꿔보고 있습니다. We've got lots of messages coming in. Some of them I've been told I can't read, but I can read some of it. Some of them says 오늘 왜 이래 힘드노? And that's as far as I can read. I get it, that's a good one. Good one as well. Umpanim, thank you very much for your thing, your 사투리, but I can't read it either. But thank you. Soinim saying, Soinim saying, 닉 보면 키아누 리브스 생각나서 앞으로 니키노 리브스로 부를까요? 아니면 존 위키 아니라 존 닉. Sounds good. I like that. I like that. 근데 존 이게 니은 있으니까 조금 위험한 말처럼 들릴 수도 있으니까. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. Maybe I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say John Nick. 아니면 띄어서 John Nick. Then I'll maybe say it like that, right? You know what I mean. All right, anyway, we also have Ponim saying 몸이 천근만근이다. 아이고야, 천근만근. 그럼 뭔데요? 천근만근 당근. What is it?
천근만근 is like the weight.
Yeah. Okay. 근 like the weight of something. So it's like 1,000 근, 10,000 근. Oh, that's good. I like that. That's first I've heard of that altogether. I like it. Kim Nim say 왔다 피곤해, and I don't think I can say that one. 죽겠다, right? 이거 I don't think I can say that one, PD Nim, right? All right. I like that word. Sometimes I say this one, Kim Nim. Is that right, Jang PD? I can't say that. Shouldn't say that.
어떤 거요?
Kim Nim. Kim Nim's one there. 그 마지막 부분만 제가 얘기하면 안 되는 거죠. Yeah, he's having a look.
Which one?
Kim Nim on 카카오톡.
카카오톡. 그렇죠. 앞에까지만.
Yeah. I think I'm learning. I'm learning what is suitable 사투리 and what is 방송에서 쓰면 안 되는 사투리 이제 점점 배우고 있습니다. But thank you. 전에 왔다 피곤해 죽겠다. All right, we're going to give a pizza coupon 한 판, 피자 한 판 누구에게 드릴까요? We're going to give it to 김님께 드리겠습니다. Yay, enjoy it, 김님. Thank you for your suggestions and thank you everybody as well. 부산 아재님 coming in a little bit late, but say 억수로 디네. I guess 되네, 디다, 되다 똑같은 말인가요? 디다, 되다. Very, very tired. Very, very tired. 고수님 어서오세요. 아따, 되다. I can't remember. All right, everyone. Thank you very much. And remember, don't worry if you didn't win because we have a prize, Busan Quiz Master, every single day. Now, in the studio, we have a special guest. Don't go anywhere.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
Time to have Melissa on the show. 장 PD always 늦게 올려요. 왜 이렇게 늦게 올렸어요? 장 PD 집에 가세요. There we go. How you doing? It's always too like 박자 too late.
That's modern.
That's
스타일이에요.
I'm not a singer. I'm not modern. I'm not jazz. I'm 옛날 style. Just to the beats. How you doing?
I am well. Maybe I'm doing better than your intro song right there, but yeah, it's okay. I appreciate the effort. I feel like you have to just commit, just start singing, and then just trust the music will follow.
Right, but I am, I'm very musically ungifted.
I actually remember from 4 p.m. Duo when you would translate the songs and then sing them. So I mean, personally, I enjoy your lack of musicality because it makes me feel better about not being able to carry a tune in a bucket.
You're also umchi?
Yes.
Are you actually, or are you one of those who just kind of humble brag, like I'm just tone deaf?
No.
And then you belt out a song.
No, it's bad.
Really?
So my husband is very good at singing. So because of that, former coworkers asked both of us to sing at their wedding. And I was like, please don't include me in this. He's a good singer. I am not. I'm not going to feel bad. Just leave me out. But I guess they felt bad. I sang at multiple people's weddings with my husband. The comments were, oh, well, your song seemed to get better from the last wedding. So
being nice.
So bad. Yeah, that's bad. That means I'm bad.
Welcome to the party.
Thank you.
And we have a couple of messages in. You remember we recorded something for the YouTube.
Yes, we did.
100,000 subscribers. 부산아저님 saying 두 분 다 발 억수로 크시대. 이태원 가신대요. We talked about how we have big feet. And so I have to go to Itaewon to buy shoes and you have to get special shoes.
Yes. But the thing is, I cannot even go to Itaewon to buy shoes because I'm 255. Itaewon big size stores. 260부터.
So you're in the kind of 어중간한, that kind of
I go to another
area.
country to buy shoes. That's what I do.
Well, there are lots of ridiculous things that we're talking about right now, and that's what this segment is all about. Right?
Absolutely. Yes, we discuss seemingly mundane parts of the average Busan resident's life and break down the ridiculous controversies surrounding them. And of course, we want to hear your views.
For sure. So if you want to get involved, send us a message. Send us to #9050, 샵 9050, to cost you 101, a KakaoTalk message or a YouTube live message. Busan's is telling us his shoe size.
Yes.
285.
Which is it's a good shoe size because it's
so
common in Korea.
Easy to buy shoes, I bet. 진짜 부럽습니다. All right, what are we talking about today?
Well, several months ago on this segment, David and I talked about slang expressions that we could use to talk like the olden days. And I wanted to reheat those nachos a bit since in doing my research, I found some British English gems that I want to run by you, Nick.
Good.
And of course, listeners, if you can think of any outdated slang, maybe from your teen or elementary school days, or even further back, parents, grandparents' generation, message those words or phrases in. Teach us.
Yeah.
I want to speak like the good old days. Keep them alive.
Yeah.
I heard like dabong, right?
Dabong.
For the best.
Yeah.
That's an old one.
I like that.
Banga banga.
Yeah,
Right?
People still say banga banga, right? Or is it old? Is it 그 트렌드가 지났어요 이제?
You can say it.
You can say it, but people will think you are already old.
I hear people don't say 당근이지 anymore. You know, like 당연하지.
Really?
People used to say 당근, right? Like, of course, like, obviously.
Right.
But 요즘은
People don't
사람들이
say
그렇게
that.
말하지 않는데요.
Really?
it's so
no.
clever. It just makes
and
sense.
it's so fun because
I know.
sometimes I just translate it to English and I say carrot.
Yeah, exactly. You can do that.
Right?
We're old. So
Oh, man. Okay. Well, that's a little bit sad. I didn't know about that one. Listeners, tell us other words we're not supposed to say anymore. Okay. So I want to start with the refresher of 옛날 words that were used when you were angry. But it's like polite, G-rated substitutes for curse words, if you will.
G-rated is...
G-rated.
Is that a good one or a bad one?
General.
So
General
good for kids.
audiences. Kids can use it. Everybody can use it. And also, later on in the show, anytime you guess 옛날 단어 definition wrong, Nick,
Yes.
I want to use it.
Okay.
Listeners, use it. Feel free.
Okay.
Shameless trolling.
So we're going to be going over G-rated, not R-rated.
Not R-rated.
R-rated is the bad one.
Yes, the G-rated is family friendly. This first one, remember Bugs Bunny?
Yeah, what's up, Doc?
Yes, this one was made famous because of that cartoon, Dagnabbit.
Dang nabbit.
Yes, do you remember Dagnabbit? So you use it when you're frustrated with something.
It's a very American term.
Oh, you don't use this one?
I've maybe sarcastically used it, like, dang nabbit. You're like, oh, gosh, jizzy wee. What is it? not
By
that one.
gosh, by golly?
By golly, yeah.
Yes,
that kind of feeling.
it's like Dagnabbit, where'd that channel changer go?
But it's so like 익살스러워. It's so like clownish, such a like a cartoony word.
Well, I mean, Bugs Bunny said it,
That's
so
true.
you know,
he can. yeah.
So yeah, that's a good one to use. You know,
Okay.
if you're a little frustrated. Now this one's supposedly British English,
All right.
but I know a lot of North Americans use this one sometimes. Oh, by gum.
Oh, I've heard of it.
You've heard of it, but you don't use this in the UK? It's supposed to be British.
Maybe.
Oh, by gum.
If somebody has never said a swear word in their life and they're very proper, they're very good, they don't swear, they don't say bad words, 비속어나 그런 거 하지 않는 사람, maybe they say, oh, by gum.
Okay.
Like, it's the
oh, by gum.
same as dagnabbit, right?
But it's more surprised.
Like, 진짜, kind of, isn't it?
So for example, I forgot
sure.
to send a birthday card. Oh, by gum.
I can't say the Korean.
약간 언어인 됐을 때는 거예요.
So
it's like, I'm thinking about it.
kind of like, oh,
darn
shucks.
Darn it.
Yes.
Oh, darn it.
Yes.
진짜.
Drat.
Can I say that on it? Really? I wasn't using that until now. I thought it 나쁜 말인 줄 알아가지고 얘기 안 했어. 젠장. 예, 그죠. 젠장이란 뜻이랑 가까워요. Yeah. Okay.
We're learning all the things. We're learning the 옛날 words. We're learning the current Korean words.
Yeah.
So it's if we're doing like a ranking, what is more frustrated? You got Bugs Bunny's Dagnabbit, and then you've got our Oh by Gum.
Oh by Gum, I think, I'm not sure because I don't say it, but I think you'd be used it more when you're very surprised as well. Surprised and kind of
Upset a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
놀랍고 그리고 조금 진장이라고 하고 싶을 때 Oh by Gum. 근데 잘 쓰지 않아요. Yeah.
Like if you were trying to put something up on a bulletin board and it kept falling down. Oh by gum.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And okay. We need an alternative for calling a person a bad word. G-rated. Kind of ridiculous.
Yeah. I don't know why G-rated sounds so gross. I don't know. It sounds like worse than R-rated.
G, general audiences. G means general. You could bring a baby in there.
I think of like G-Unit. Kind of like 50 Cent.
Now, that's a very different crowd listening to that kind of G.
Yes.
Yes. So if you want a nice, clean, 옛날 alternative for calling people a bad word, you could say they are a nincompoop.
Now, this is a funny word.
Yes.
Nincompoop. It's cute. You're trying to insult somebody, but be cute about it.
Yes.
Yeah, 약간 귀엽게 욕을 할 때 nincompoop이라고 부를 수도 있어요. It's kind of funny. It's a funny word. You can't get angry.
Right?
Yeah.
It's kind of like babo or babodul in Korean.
바보, nincompoop.
A little lighthearted. Do you use this one in British English?
I mean,
Nincompoop, like your grandparents' generation?
Not seriously. Once again, 약간 비꼬아서 얘기할 때, 좀 재미있게 얘기할 때 nincompoop이라고 할 때가 있긴 있어요. Like when I'm being sarcastic or maybe just trying to be fun. I go, what a nincompoop. Because I'm trying to, 욕을 참고 있어가지고 I'm trying not to swear.
Yes.
So I will say nincompoop.
Right? It's like a very polite way to insult people in a non-serious way.
The spelling is Nincomppoop.
Yes.
It's a cute word.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
Harmless.
Right?
Yeah.
So we've got, Dagnabbit, Oh by Gum, Nincompoop, and all that jazz at our disposal. You remember that? And all that jazz, etc.
What?
옛날 expression for etc. etc.
People still say all that
jazz.
Hey, 요즘 사람들 그렇게 말하잖아.
Really?
I always say, and all that jazz.
Oh, in the U.S., no. This is like very outdated. This is like my parents' generation, like baby boomers. They would say and all that jazz. But I haven't heard anybody in a younger generation say that.
I came to Korea 12 years ago, and I think that's where I stopped being within English society. So I still use the words from 2012.
Okay.
So I still say...
You got a little outdated.
Yeah, I did. But all that jazz I think it's a great term. Like, I like cheese, pizza, lettuce, all that jazz.
See, whenever
ding, ding,
you
ding.
say that, I just think of the song, and all that jazz. You know that song?
I don't.
It's this song. It's a really old song.
Yeah.
And they sing it. So whenever you say it, it just da-da-da-da. It's in my brain.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So, Nick, I found many 옛날 expressions that are supposedly British English.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell them to you, and I want you to first confirm that they are, in fact, like British expressions from, back in the olden days.
I'm going to guess that 90% of these are just what Americans have made up because it sounds British.
Hey, well, people of the internet said that it's British,
All
and
right,
they've got, grandmothers in different parts of the UK. So let's see. Let's see if it's true or not. You can't always trust the internet. And also, I want you to explain what they mean.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right. So, I love this one. If I told you, Nick, your baby teeth are so crooked, you could eat an apple through a tennis racket, would you be upset? Is this British English? You can eat an apple through a tennis racket, Nick.
That doesn't sound like an English expression. It just sounds like you're insulting me.
It's supposed to be
You could eat an apple through a tennis racket.
Yes.
How does that work?
Well, if your teeth are very, very crooked, I guess they just kind of stick out, and so
Really?
then you're not at all deterred by that tennis racket.
정말로 처음 들었습니다. It's the first time
Really?
I've heard this. First
Okay.
time I've heard this.
Because when I heard this was multiple people online who had said, oh, yeah, my grandmother always said this. My grandfather always said this. So I thought, really, do you just go around, in the countryside of England, very proper cottages, and you say, oh, what a dreadful girl. She could eat an apple through a tennis racket.
That's so
I
mean.
don't know.
I hope people in the countryside don't say that. But I can imagine somebody saying it. I feel like someone's just getting creative with their metaphors here. You could eat a banana through a spaceship. It sounds like the same kind of thing.
But bananas are very mushy, right? They're very nuknukada. So I don't think it hits the same, Nick, but I do appreciate your effort.
The first time I heard that, we had Daily Scottingham saying, it's the first time I heard all that jazz. Yeah, I would say use it, because I use it still. Yes. I don't think it's old. I didn't think it was like slang, like where the trend would disappear. I just thought it was part of the English vernacular. So.
Not anymore. Maybe British English, it's still around, but in North American English, it's dated.
Okay.
Okay, here's another one. You tell me if this is British English or not. So, if I tell you, now this is a variation, and I heard it could be Hoju. Nick, you have a face like a dropped pie.
Where are you getting these
Are you insulted?
Where are you getting these? I think at home you're like, let's insult some. Maybe like ChatGPT, 영국식 욕. I don't know. First time I've heard it.
It's the first time. So this one...
Face like a dropped pie.
Yes,
Splat.
a face like a dropped pie.
It's a mess.
You've got a lot of mincemeat pies. You
Yeah.
recommended pies in the recent YouTube video. So I thought, do you go around to your friends? You said when your friends have a hard time, you insult
do,
them.
but
And you're like, hey.
Not like this.
Why are you crying? You have a face like a dropped pie when you cry.
This sounds like very creative. 누구에게 조금 창의적으로 욕을 하고 싶다면 쓸 수 있긴 할 것 같아요. But I would say different. Like,
What would you say?
Well, we do have an expression, you have a face like a deng deng, but I can't say it.
Oh, is it really bad?
Yeah.
It's a rude one?
Drop pie is so random.
A drop pie.
Okay,
I
cool.
mean,
I guess, yeah. It's like 엉망진창이야. It's like it just splat.
Yes. It kind of reminds me of, if you sleep on your face and then you get those like pillow marks all over, you get the random lines.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what it makes me think of. Or if you have like really dark circles under your eyes or, like running makeup or something, then if somebody might say like you have a face like a dropped pie.
Wait a minute. I think in America you say, I'm pretty sure I've heard this, you have a face like a horse's butt.
Oh,
that's one
yes. Yes.
말 엉덩이 같은 얼굴이.
Yes. And by the way, if you say that, it's very different from like 강아지상.
Yeah,
or 고양이상. Those are cute. Comparing someone to a horse, that's not good.
Yeah.
That's not nice.
I've heard that
People
one.
don't like it.
I've heard that one.
Yeah. So this is apparently Australian.
Okay. The Australians know how to insult for sure. Now, are you just going to teach insults?
No,
We've got a few minutes left. Insults?
I'm not going to do insults all show. We got to make haste, right? That's 옛날 영어 for 빨리빨리. Talk about other things. Okay, so I heard, now this one, if it's not British English, the people of the internet have really led me astray. Please explain what is sky blue pink with purple polka dots and a yellow border. What's that?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What?
You just talk.
It's there's many variations, but sky blue pink with purple polka dots and a yellow border. Now, some
You're just
people
talking about colors and patterns.
So many people, I think, especially a lot of people said like Scottish older relatives.
Okay.
They would say this if something is like so bold, maybe such a bright color that they think it's ugly or a little bit tacky.
Yeah.
Like they would say some variation. Some people would just say sky blue pink with purple polka dots. Some people would say, it's sky blue pink with a yellow border. They change it a little bit, but it always starts with sky blue pink something, something, something. And allegedly, this is like British English.
What part of England are you researching from? Like some place in the distant corner, like nobody, 3 people in a sheep live.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, hey, maybe sheep really like this expression.
I guess I'm not the best source because I haven't lived there for 12 years or so. But, I'm pretty sure I'll know this because I hear it, and I've never heard any of my friends or my family say this. Maybe because it's G-rated.
Oh.
Maybe because it's safe for radio. Like I think in real life, people in England, they speak with a lot more
gusto.
거칠게. They speak with a lot more explicitness.
Okay. Yes.
Than this. I mean, I wish people would talk like this.
Because this is cute and ridiculous.
Yeah, but people don't. And it's the same in the streets when you're walking. You hear a lot of bad words flying about. Same with any country you go to. I think maybe I could see like my grandma back in the day maybe saying something like this, but I didn't hear this phrase.
Okay, you didn't hear. Well, that's very disappointing because the people of the internet, everybody had some grandma or aunt or somebody who said this.
Yeah.
You got to check with your family members, Nick.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so these ones are easier.
Okay.
These are also British English, but North American English also.
Okay.
So let's have a translation of these 옛날 words.
Okay.
Starting with frock. What's a frock?
Dress.
Yes.
치마.
And what is the youngest person who would say that in the UK?
1886.
Okay. 1886.
19세기 사람들만 frock이라고 하는
Yeah,
것 같아요.
nobody says a frock anymore.
If you say a frock, I will automatically think of like 사극, like old.
Yes.
And then, Victorian era wearing a frock and stuff. Yeah, these days people don't say frock.
Yes. Good.
Yeah.
What about, so this one's much newer, 70s, bell bottoms.
I assume like flared trousers?
Yes.
It is?
Yes,
Okay.
it is. Yes,
The shape of
flared
a bell.
jeans. Yes.
그 종 모양이죠. Yeah.
Right. So bell bottoms, that was 70s. And then in the 90s, it became flared jeans.
Flared, that's what I know, flares.
Yes.
Okay.
And then yoga pants. So yoga pants, this was a Y2K word, and now Gen Z has changed it. What's yoga pants these days?
Are yoga pants the skin tight ones that a lot of ladies wear?
Yes,
For sports?
especially famous in Canada. They're tight, but the bottom, very similar to bell bottoms.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know what they look like.
What? Oh.
I've heard Americans say yoga pants, but I would assume they're like tracksuit, but no, like leggings.
Yes,
Are they
but
leggings?
they are flared leggings now with the Gen Z. Flared leggings.
Okay.
Okay, and this last one, again, it's supposed to be British English, and I seriously doubt that you've heard this, and I'm disappointed in advance.
Okay, what is it?
What's a running pig?
Now, this sounds like an insult for someone very ugly.
No, it's related to clothes.
Oh,
a
good.
running pig.
Thank goodness.
Yes, it's not. Hey, look, it's the running pig. Wait, isn't that Nick?
That's so mean.
No.
Exactly. That's so mean. I mean, I hate that I thought of that.
If you have to choose, you got a face like a dropped pie or you look like a running pig. Which one would be better?
These are insulting even without swearing.
No, a running pig, it's fashion. You have no idea?
Really?
Running pig. It's supposed to be when, imagine it's early morning, you're tired, you're trying to button your dress shirt, but you mismatch the buttons. And so then all the way down your shirt, you're like one button off. That's supposed to be...
That's a running pig?
A running pig.
I have never heard that.
British English. It's so cute. I really wanted this to be something that, like, you know, your grandmother would say, "Oh, dear Nick, you have a running pig on your shirt. Please fix it."
I assume if my grandma looked at me and said, like, running pig, I think she's telling me to lose weight or something.
We have very different grandmothers.
I've scored a 0 on this British test, so thank you very much
You
for that.
got frock.
I did.
Well
That
done.
was okay.
You got that one.
Melissa, this was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for challenging me on what I know about England. I look forward to next week, and I'll see you then.
Yes, we'll see you next week.
All right, everyone. Today is the end of Wednesday. So everyone, have a safe and warm evening. I'll see you tomorrow for Thursday's episode. Have a good one.
부산 영어방송.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다 축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로 하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산. 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송. 오늘 부산 지역 미세먼지
Air quality in Busan is currently really bad.
High fine dust concentrations are
Taking a look
expected
at the
today.
fine dust levels.
Fine dust level is getting higher, so